whatever's going on out there, our women are feeling it.
Yeah.
The pain I'm seeing them in, has been really sad actually. You know, you're seeing a lot of them strike, and I would say, obviously I can't speak for anywhere outside of that, I can only speak for what I see in London, but the energy's heavy. And I feel like not enough of our women have got the tools or the support actually to, you know, do their practices, like simple things like grounding, like, okay, if I'm out of alignment, have I got nature near me where I can ground and I've got space, and you know, we can hold space, because yeah, some of them that I'm noticing is the I don't know if would I call it masculinity, or would I call it, I don't know, but they're embodying like more and more masculinity, and it might be a consequence of the diminishing of masculinity in our society, because I've noticed with our men on the counter that there's this like fragility, like this inability to communicate, or the fear of the inability to communicate actually, which is then given space for certain guys which people label toxic masculinity, which is, it's not toxic masculinity, it's just toxic, but it's given space for guys to then either communicate in a way which is completely shut down, or like in rage, and that there's, it's like we've lost that space to properly communicate in a healthy way, to, you know, understand and understand each other. And I've noticed that I've had like, yeah, just intense interactions with people. So yeah, I'm just like, have you noticed it? There's, yeah, from my observation, there's something going on in the atmosphere, and people are feeling it. And it might be just from what I've observed and watched and things like that, that there is this shifting consciousness happening, and turmoil and change and things like that. So, but yeah, it makes me, you know, it makes me like just question and say, okay, what needs to happen? Because yeah, what I'm seeing is, for some people, it's not okay. It's self-destruct mode.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like it's a universal thing. I feel like this is something that's happening everywhere. I feel like it was set up in this way. I'm not sure that there was ever really a space for there to be a place where, you know, men and women can sit down and gather understanding and be able to see each other and have empathy for each other. I'm not sure that I've ever really seen that place. If it is there, I'm absolutely unaware of it. I do think that this was a part of the plan. If men and women get it together, then ultimately that would be harmony, in a sense.
100.
That would be, you know, yin yang together. That would be balance. That would be order. But as we know, we're not taught order. I mean, yeah, when I was younger, I can't ever really remember a time where this part of the discussion was ever had. Ever. I'm talking through my mum, dad, family, TV. Yeah, I mean, there wasn't any kind of conversation that I was hearing that kind of like promoted this as a necessary thing that had to happen.
Yeah.
So when you see it happening, how it's happening, clearly it's not on the priority of things. Do you get what I mean? Like, we're not taught to see ourselves as priorities. You know, as I've said, like, they want us to put all of our energy into building their kingdom. And you know, ultimately, if you do that, you neglect your kingdom, which is you. If you neglect you, it's curtains. You know what I mean? If there's no awareness of the importance, it's curtains. So it just kind of sounds like it's something that's just been a part of the plan. You know, it wasn't just divide and conquer regarding, you know, the colonization of, you know, certain parts and stuff. It was break up the family. But, you know, ultimately it's just a group of individuals that are scared of order. Because with order, you know, with order as the priority, chaos can't run. You get what I mean? But in this society, it's chaos before order. It's about controlling the narrative. It's about controlling people. And ultimately, can you control people without the use of, you know, the multiple tools that are used? No. Do you get what I mean? If you give everybody a fair chance to just be, we're not going to be on what you're on. If you give us a chance to be, there's no way that we're going to be on what you're on. And that's just a fact in my mind. So, yeah, man, ultimately,
it's even to the point, for me, it's even to the point of like, some of these people are not themselves, natural selves. Something's taken over.
Yeah.
And I see, even when I see just on the train, and you're looking at people and
you're seeing something else, isn't it?
They're not there.
What we're seeing out there is vacant vehicles. Like, they're not in control. Like, you know, people aren't scary, it's what's underneath them that's scary. It's what lays beneath them that's scary. And, you know, we're aware of ceremony and, you know, parasites and demons and, you know, all the spells being casted.
Yeah.
And like, you know, you not being you. In fact, in order for this thing to work, we have to convince you that you're something other than what you truly are. A monster. Do you get what I mean? We see you as monsters, so they see us as monsters, so they deal with us like monsters. You know what I mean? These people need to be controlled.